Greetings and welcome back. Looks like a beautiful summer day here in the village. Let's head right to the lake. It's nice to start out here. It's a gorgeous view. It's nice just to have a little time and take a rest. Take a break, take a while to just allow things to flow off of us as water would run off of us and let things go. You know, with that, let's get a drink of water. But then let's do that idea. Let's jump in. Imagine the water around us, nice, warm, or cool and refreshing. And then as we come out of the water, imagine it flowing off of us and it letting the things that bother us flow away as we walk out. Glad to have you here. Let's take a moment and get our breaths in and let ourselves relax into our space. So let's start out by settling into the space that you're in. Relax. Allow yourself to just feel your shoulders sink. Stretch a little bit if you want to, if you feel like there are spots that need a stretch, but allow yourself to settle into this space. And remember, our breaths go deep down to our belly button, 3 fingers down from your belly button into your center. That is a point in our body, our central point where we want to bring our energy to and to allow us to pull from when we need. Alright, let's take our first deep breath in. And out. And allow breath to leave you, the stress leave you, and to relax a little further into your space. Remember, alright, next deep breath in. Remember to allow your abdomen to stretch out to allow you to have these deep breaths. And out. And one more. Deep breath in. And out. Oh, there goes a beat. Well, I hope that things are going well for you. I know for me, this has been a busy week. It feels like that's a statement every week, doesn't it? But it is good to be nearing the end of the week. It's just been a lot to keep track of for me. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get that shot, honestly. I should have known I wouldn't get that one. The weediest part. Okay, well, let's go get him. How you doing there, buddy? You know, the bow works well too, it turns out. Perfect. I'm not going to be able to attach a rope to it like we would in modern times, but that is still an effective way to get a fish, it turns out. We'll take it. Now, one of the good things about the breaths that we do, and I know I learned this from my time taking Kung Fu from our Shifu, and that these deep breaths, we want to let our abdomen stretch and allow us to fill all the way to our abdomen. Those breaths really help ground us and center us and allow our brain to say, it is okay. Those are the kind of breaths that allow us to actually get into a space where we can be calm and can settle into the space that we're in. So, I've been using those breaths in times that I need to be calm. It does help quite a bit. I get that right. All the way over there. Ooh, look at that. So I figure what we'll do here, since we don't have this field going all the way, and it's a 9 right there. There we go. Oops. Oh dear. Nope. Let's change that up. Alright, there we go. Now let's change it to cabbage. There we are. Okay. I figure we can change one of our food stands. One of our stands over here, that is, anyway. Let's change one of those stands. We need one of these to be a food stand. Oh, we need a market. Oh, see now, look at that. Oh, let's see here. Market stall, goods type, food. There we are. There we are. Because now we can start doing is just actually doing this. And we'll start selling cabbage and honeycomb, and maybe we can even do a bit of, I don't know what to decide, fish meat or roasted fish meat, one of the two. We'll have to decide. It's just something so we can start making a little bit of money with what we've got going. I think that'll be the way to go. Now, I do have the option of getting berries from somebody doing extraction. It might not be a bad idea to have the herbalist hut doing that. Yeah, because look at this. It's the only time we could get berries. I kind of want somebody to do that. And why not, right? We do have the space for it. It would be nice to just have somebody on this task. Somebody who doesn't need to be doing a different task. Honestly, we have a lot of lumber. But we need extraction. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. And Roland, I mean, I could throw Roland on this. He would be fantastic at it. But we do eat the fish. The fish is good. And Amerigo can do everything. Always love having him in charge of things. It would be kind of nice to have Roland maybe take a break. I mean, he's done fishing forever. I'd love for him to have a little break in that. Let's have him gather berries for a bit. Oh dear. It appears that we have a lot of buildings with needs. We still have that woodshed to finish. That's a hoot. This is going to be a big deal. Yep, that's exactly where we're at. Okay, that's not bad. We can still get our bronze bars going. We do have plenty of axes. I do think it might be nice to raise that up a bit. We're making plenty of spears. Certainly don't need to worry about that. Okay. We have a lot of little announcements. I think a lot of them are going to turn out to be that kind of idea. Okay. We do have to get that ragdoll for our son. I can't believe I forgot to do that. It is something that I would do. Space Cadet. There we go. Let's get ourselves all situated for this stuff. Grab all traps. Just keep trying to level up hunting, slowly but surely. We'll get it there. Pass by our nice compost yard. It is a routine, constant little thing we need to do. And I did do a little looking. You know, I wonder how many of you knew better than me, and I'm guessing a lot of y'all, because I have never really taken advantage of the winter wheat, the autumn wheat it says here. You grow, okay, there it is. So it's a growth and then harvest, and then you resow, and then you grow, and then you harvest. So, oh no, we would have had to sow in autumn, and it's 2 seasons of growth, and then we can harvest into the summer. I've never taken advantage of this because it's just, that's a lot of time to spend on one thing, and you can't really grow, kind of like here where I'm about to get a bunch of cabbage in a rotation, because we could have done that. Or, what I prefer more so, is that we do the wheat, and then we do our rye right here, and rotate through here. So, tricky. Carrots I can see doing this, although ending in summer is so hard. His summer only has one crop that's... Hi! Only has one crop that really matters for us. Ah, well. I'm just curious how many of y'all take advantage of that one, or even bother with that wheat in the wintertime. I find it a challenge to use that one, just because it is so much of the season that it takes away. Oh, look at that. We got a little bit of coin. We're getting somewhere. Alright. Hey, actually, we're doing pretty well on copper as well. I'm happy to see that. Oh my goodness. I probably don't want to sell too many of those off. And we keep having plenty of spears, so it's worth getting somewhere with that. Ah yes, the hops. That'll be a fun thing to do soon. Look at all the logs. My goodness. This was fun. It was fun to find that. We have tons of oat. I am absolutely floored by how much oat there's going to be. Now, I did start writing things down, as I said last time, which dye is the best for us to use and sell, right? That will be worthwhile. The only problem with some of these things is that, my goodness, are they expensive. That's going to be a big deal for us, is to figure out how we're going to make this without turning it into kind of a mess. No. And look at all the rye. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to struggle for rye. Interesting. One of the things that's worth doing, I think, is trying to get this village. Wouldn't it be nice to get the villagers in a spot where we can actually have them going in and out of their workstations easier? I wouldn't mind having us at a point where we can figure out who needs to live closer in these spots so we can get them working their fields and not having to walk as far. I'm pretty sure I'm making people walk unnecessarily long distances. And I am looking forward to us wrapping up that field that's right next door here. That we're kind of just using to ensure that we can finish this task. And thinking back to some of the previous work, there was that idea about making something nice to go to on the pathway to the waterfall. Would love to make a little communal area there, a sitting space there. I think that could be a lot of fun. And the problem with that one, though, of course, is how long of a walk it turned out to be. Might just be a thing that we do on the side. This would be a nice task to do here. Get back into the roots, get back into processing things through, and just taking the time, focusing on something we're familiar with. Just threshing away. It's a good task to get lost in. Just meditating into it, taking care of the task, breathing in a whole lot of dust. The sarcastic side of me can't resist that part. But just taking the time to do a task that's repetitive, simple, but allows your mind to wander wherever it needs to wander. And then, 10,000 coins later, we're going to want to have a name to our place. That'll be a lot of fun. That's the next major goal. Getting more villagers is going to be great, but I was in a little bit of a rush, and for some reason, for me, slowing down every once in a while turns into a challenge. And it's entertaining. I had my son even tell me that. We were walking through the hallway and he said, "Dad, you have to slow down." And I said, "Wait, what?" Or like right now? He says, "No, like all the time. Like you need to slow down. Like, you walk too fast. And then you're doing these things too fast. You gotta slow down." And so I'd love hearing him tell me that, because it's something I need to be aware of. And I watch for it, right? These are things that we watch for in ourselves. We see ourselves doing these behaviors that are maybe not necessary. And yeah, I do have to slow down. So it's entertaining doing this, because this playthrough has been great for me, because it has forced me to remind myself constantly to slow down, to not be in a hurry, not rush. And I think that's good. It is good to have reminders that it's okay to take your time. It's good to have reminders that it's okay to just relax. And even that, like, just sat here and stared and did nothing more than just watch this character brush and grain for a good long while there. And that's not bad. It'll be okay. Oh gosh, I'm thinking people aren't going to complain about having more rye grain. There's always more room for malting and being ready for another round of rye beer. So we can definitely do that. Oh, I don't want to forget getting rid of the straw. There we go. And I think we can take care of that delivery. That might be a good idea to bring up to some of the northernmost villages. Southernmost villages. Goodness me. We have a lot of oat grain to go too. It's funny that I was so worried about getting enough oat grain, and yet here I am sitting on absolute fortune of oat. I mean, I already have enough oat to finish this quest, and here I was busy trying to figure out how I was going to get through it. Wheat's the tricky part. Wheat's the best for making flour, so go figure, and it's not something I tend to prioritize in the game. Unfortunately, in the game I tend to just make my villagers eat whatever counts as food. And I do believe that at times when I'm paying the least amount of attention, that my villagers are eating raw meat a lot, and that's unfortunate. Raw meat and fruit. Cannibal sandwiches and fruit. Which apparently that was a thing. I've never had that. But it was you had raw meat on a bun as a burger. I cannot even imagine. And obviously not real cannibalism, we're talking beef here. You know what? We got these traps over here. I gotta tell you, I think I'm missing the mark here. And we should have these over here. I wonder if you can actually put them in the building. That would be, yeah, that's too bad. That's one thing, you know, I had to think about what's something that I really wish Medieval Dynasty could do that Sengoku has locked down is decorations in buildings, honestly. Because Sengoku is just like, awesome. They've got the whole, like, ooh, ah, boy. Sengoku's got decorating inside a building locked down in spades, which is awesome, and I love it. And there are decorative options in buildings. The placeables are the things that stand out to me, where it'd be so fun if in this game, rather than just having to drop things, I mean, aside from that cluttered mess over there, please disregard, rather than just having to drop things, it'd be really fun if we could have intentionally placed items. Like in Sengoku, you can place down, for example, like a candle, and then it'll sit on a spot, your stupas, the gongs, things like that. It's fun to be able to have those things. Nice, hops are growing well. Uh-oh. Those young guys are going to cause some trouble, I'm sure. Village troublemakers. Oh man, where are they off to? Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't put the rat traps out there. I bet you they saw their dad or their ma working. No, we'll check it out. Yeah, that field's gonna be fine in the future. I do believe I got distracted. And now, it's time to finish up some of the other things. Alrighty, our market stall. Closed stall is working well. We are selling. She's about to make one sale of these, which is going to do fine. Good news. Next step for me, why not make a couple of quick things so we can head out? Oh, well, I mean, okay, fine. Thread, let's make some of the fabric. It's still interesting that the hoods are really where it's at. It's just, they're just so, they're cost efficient. And I love that somebody made the comment they did the ratio of deciding what it's worth based upon your price of product divided by your return on investment idea. How much are you going to get versus how much is it costing to make?
The threads got entangled again.
How did I get overweighted when all I'm doing is carry? Wait a minute. Got distracted because I was carrying the cabbages and then got distracted because I didn't go to compost bins. That's what happened. And this is me thinking out loud and identifying the things that I know my brain does, because this is the way my brain works. And it is, good to call out the brain, but in an okay way, just to say, hey, wait a minute. There's a thing we were doing, and you were supposed to focus on this thing, and you forgot.
Will it take long?
Oh yeah. It'll be here all day. Good luck. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Simple hood. 2 of these. Not bad. 2 linens.
The worst thing about this time of year are mosquitoes.
100% agree with you there. We've had a nice chill in the air in our area, and that's been taking care of mosquitoes for us, which is good. But it has been quite the season for mosquitoes, that's for sure. There we go. But yeah, having those moments of getting, distracted. It's just how my brain works. Or doesn't, as the case may be at times. It is what it is. And it's not a big deal. But just so you know, on the other side, this is just a quirk of my brain. I am easily distracted, and in the morning I haven't taken my medication, so I certainly do not have the full functionality of this brain.
It looks as if somebody was building them from toy bricks.
Toy bricks? Ooh, like Legos. Imagine Lego Medieval Dynasty. Ooh, that could be fun. Some buildings that you could put together in the style of Medieval Dynasty in an entire village. That would be fun. I would definitely be all about that. In the summertime, we were on the beach one of the days with my boys, my wife, and the boys wanted to make a sandcastle. So of course, we started out by making a moat and making a castle, and they worked on the castle. And then I decided we needed a village in front of the castle. I mean, how could we not need a village in front of the castle? And who's going to do all the farming and all that stuff? Because my youngest son is all about farming, and so I started making medieval dynasty style sandcastle homes. It was a lot of fun. And he definitely got a kick out of that. Right, I am overweighted, but I'm just gonna have us do this so it's not another trip. And these farmers are going to be done with all the field work in no time flat, and that's great. Oops. And now we are over capacity. Ay. Right. We have a bunch of simple hoods. That's pretty good. Let's go.
Let's go.
She says as we leave the village. I think she's flirting with us from a distance. How about that? Alright, let's see what it looks like out here. Oh yeah, we need a lot more stone, right? Oh boy, nope. Appreciate that little sound they make. Just so you know, hey, pay attention. There's something going on. It's better than having Navi in your ear saying, hey, listen. But it does make me think back to that and giggle a bit. There we go. Now, I do believe we can easily pull our buckets out of the storage just straight into here. We'll do that. We are running low on our buckets. It will be worth just crafting a few more because they will break shortly, and having them on hand. There we are. Hurrah! There we are. Perfect. And then we'll get a nice cool drink of water. Well, you know what? I gotta tell you, we gotta start. Okay. Gotta start actually drinking out of our water skin. We can let that water get all stagnant. We don't need that to be sitting in there for entire seasons, right? Okay, now Mokash, we go. Ooh, I was not willing to take the shot with Mokash there. Right?
Let's go.
Like darn right. Okay, head on out of here. We need to get these roadways done. And I am so looking forward to having that tavern. We're a ways off, and that's okay. Beekeeper's going well. We'll get this set. We could even expand out to this land out here. Boy, poor Danica. We'll end up swallowing Danica up in our village. There we go. Wait, what? Did she just insult our mother? Alright, Matilda.
How do you
Hey. I'm hoping you got a ragdoll on hand still. You, I'm sure, will be joking with me the entire time, and it is deserved. Do you have some simple hoods that you can keep for selling?
See you
And
soon.
it is just a simple thing to have. Just make a couple. Just make a few that'll be handy for her to sell. Not something that's a big deal. She obviously can make those with ease, but it saves her the time of having to make them. Wow, we are just... Extraction-wise, we're just absolutely kicking butt. And I started taking Treasure Hunter as for the fun of it, honestly. I guess lowering durability, loss of those is good. Faster mining would be good. Yeah, we'll go for that. It might turn into a thing that we do. Now, speaking of which, I suppose, Mokash, are you set with a bronze pick, or did I decide to... I left that there. We have all the grain here still. Well, we better get ourselves up to another village that can really use the grain. We did get to Gustovia last time, and that's great, but it's not the only village that needs grain.
How is life treating you?
I know Jazeranica. I think Jazeranica is actually a good place for us to go. They will need... This is a place that's going to need some ale. Now, Hornica, this wouldn't be a bad idea. I could take the trip to Hornica. We could do a shipment to there.
Hello there.
I could even try to find the dock while we're out and about. Maybe that'd be a good idea. We haven't brought a shipment there in quite a while, as I recall. So this could be a good place for it. This is in the mountain area, so a little more brisk breezes here. Wouldn't be too bad to do some helping out here. And I could help out the local seamstress by selling a few hoods here so that she doesn't have to make as many for her work.
Yours is truly marvelous.
And that could be helpful. It's always nice to contribute. Hey, Helga.
Oh, it's
It is me again. There you go. Now, you go ahead and get on some malting.
It's you
It'll be
again.
well worth
See
it.
you around.
Alright, then, next thing to do would be to sell off some more of these hoods and see what we can get out of that deal. Consider horses. I could actually get myself a couple full, and then we could raise our horses up. I mean, we wouldn't be in a hurry,
Nice.
so it'd be a good move because we're not in a hurry. It would allow us to get to a point where... Here we are. So that's handy. Now you don't have to make as many of those for the season. You can focus on whatever else you needed to do. Nice.
Seeing you. So long.
And we're a lot closer than where we were. Ooh, here we go. Hail, friend. 3,000 for a filly. And 3,500 for a colt. And they're the pinto style. Well, like half pinto.
It's a pity.
Oh, man.
Other villages are so far.
Oh, there we go. That's the kind of color I'd like to get. Wait a minute. You're telling me it costs 4,000 for a stallion? Forget it. We'll buy the stallion outright once we're ready. Okay, well, now if I recall right, we have a lot of houses with our villagers who are unfortunately lonely. Young men, a young woman. Actually, we could, well, what are we doing? This lady could easily be living with... She could easily be living with somebody else here, but he's a beekeeper and he's a farmer. Yes, indeed. Nimrod. And of course, he's a hunter. I could move a hunting shack up to the north. That's a good idea, but we'll see what we get away with for now. Oh, right. I use this only to look at the different qualities of people because it's such a time saver. Well, okay. We don't have to be in a hurry to get those things. To get more people.
Move on.
Not just yet. Alright, well, I'm about to go into the great wilderness here. We should probably be prepared. And nobody's buying fishing spears up here. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. There's a lake right next door. Who am I kidding? Of course somebody would buy fishing spears here. Well, I'm sure our gentleman friend here, Jan, would be glad to buy them, but it's probably out of a kindness and a memory of his friend from their former era.
Are you?
More so than
So long.
more so than yeah, I definitely need these spears. But it does save him time. And that means he doesn't have to spend time building these for people who say, hey, I want to go fish in the lake over there. And he says, great, have fun. There's bears. I'll probably see you back here again after you tell me, hey, there's bears.
Yeah.
So go have fun. I'm guessing fishing is not too common around here. But it could be something that somebody wants to try in time. Well, you know. Oh, nature's ottoman. She mentioned that this gentleman would be off the roadway, going towards west, was it? I believe she said it was to the west. What a beautiful night. Evening, I should say, for a ride.
Here.
We better move. Did catch a quick glimpse of a bison behind us, and I don't want that thing to cause us any trouble. There we go. Now, she did mention that if I got to that bend in the river, I'd be going too far, so we'll have to come back a bit. And there's our angry fuzzy buffalo. I really don't want to cause trouble with you. But you want to cause trouble with me. Just leave me alone, man. I've had enough bison hunting. Probably coming for revenge. Kidding me? Like, we heard about you. We heard about you. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Oof, that was a lucky only glance there. Just trying to get our attention and show us that we are not welcome here, so we will flee away. Okay, let's just go through this waterway here. Okay. I feel like we missed something. Alright, Mokosh, I need to wander for part of this. If I'm gonna sneak past these things, it'd take me being on foot. Ooh, what's that? It's quite the little improvised camp. This doesn't really appear to be bandit material. Interesting. This is definitely not bandit type material. They wouldn't build like this. This is more organized. Interesting. Almost seems like a temporary thing. You there. What's your name? I'm looking for a medic. Whoa, holy cow. Don't be yelling. Relic. I said medic. A what? A medic. Well, that's me. Who are you? My name is Raysmere and I... Don't bother. Whoa. Wanted to ask you about... Wait, not my grandson. No, not your grandson. That's good. Afraid you were. Good thing you never had... Yes, it is. Well then, boy, you finding your grandchildren would be amazing. If you didn't, then how could I... Whatever. It's about Lorden. Do you remember Lorden? Of course I do. Castilian to die. Great shame. Okay. Been told that you saw his body. Jeez. Please. It's really important. I have to know how he died. Years ago, I don't remember. I'm old. You know, you shouldn't be asking about such things. Anyway. But I need to know the truth, and you're the only one that can help me. Why? Because I don't have any leads. Why do I need to know? I'm his nephew. I came to the valley after I lost my parents in the war. Looking for him. He's the only relative I've left. Listen, kid, it would be better if you dropped it. Seriously. Whoa. So you don't have a hearing problem after all. Safety reason. And for the same reason, I won't be telling you anything at Lorden. Oh man, you gotta help. I'm not joking, boy. Do you think I enjoy living all alone in the wilderness like this? I don't want to end up the same way as Lorden. Whoa, so he definitely was murdered. I've said too much, you have to leave. Oh, please, you gotta tell me. I'll do whatever it takes to find out who did it. I really can't, kiddo. I want to die on my own terms and not due to metal poisoning. Ooh. What if I could help you leave the valley, make you safe? I don't know. This is my home, man. And you're living in the woods scared for your life. That's not the way to spend your last days. Wouldn't you agree? Damn, you're a reasonable youngling. Alright, if you'll get me a horse and some supplies. Oh, geez, yeah, I'll get on it. Need someone to escort me on the way then, even if they wouldn't find me. They're still bandits and beasts. Okay, I'll find you somebody to protect you on a travel. And I want a wife as well. Alright, we're done. Worth a try. I'll be back. Gadzooks. Oh, horse? You've got to be kidding me. How am I supposed to get you a horse? Okay. This is the closest we've ever gotten to knowing more about Lorden. Oh gosh, we have to.
Onward.
I know it's late. I realize it. It's late in the night. We should probably go home. But we just... Holy cow. It is so hard to see. Oh dear. Oh no! We gotta get some beat feet and get out of here. Oh, and I ended up back in this part of the travel, rather than the pathway. Okay. It's too late in the night for us to travel this. Too late in the night for us to make this travel happen. We've got to get home. And after taking a quick hit from that one, that wasn't just a warning. That beast was ready for us to be done. So, that being the case... Holy cow. Wow. A nice place to be. Good thing to find. And here we are. This lake is gorgeous. I do love it. Oh my. Well, we need the light to guide, the light of the moon to guide us. So let's see what we can do about getting ourselves home. For now, we'll come back. There'll be other times. We need to talk with Kestrel and organize this gentleman an escort out of these lands. A horse. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is such a bad area to be traveling through. Sorry, you cannot slow down now, Mokash. This is a perfect place for an ambush. And now we need to get you, oh boy. Get going there. Well, at least we know that the bear stopped us from having to deal with a bandit ambush. That's pretty good. Works out well. Oh, poor Mokash. This is gonna need, you're gonna have to have a day off tomorrow. There will be no traveling with the donkey tomorrow. Poor thing has taken a couple of big hits, and this has been quite a long night of riding. Oh my goodness. I swear, Mokash, once we get home, you are having a day off. I'll brush you, I'll get you some treats, you'll have a nice day to just relax. That's what it'll be. All you're gonna have to do is just relax. Donkey spa day. Yes. Oh, familiar territory, thank goodness. Whew, that was quite the trip. Alright, Mokash, we're gonna get you, and I'm gonna say that we would get off of Mokash now, but I can't get her to necessarily, well, I could get her to follow me, can't I? Alright, let's walk you in. Ready? Come on, Mokash. Hold on, is there anything you're carrying that is unnecessary? Yeah, no more of that. I mean, obviously, lots of stuff. Ugh, this thing's gotta go. There we go. No more heavy load for you. No, we are not gonna have you. Not gonna have you carrying stuff for us now. You've done enough. It's time for you to have a rest. You can come on over here and we'll get you back home. There we go. We'll get you to where you can rest for the evening. There's no reason why you can't just have a little rest. My poor dear Mokash. We'll fast forward a little bit here. There we are. Try to get the HUD back, seeing as I spontaneously pressed the button. Alrighty. We'll patch you up and make sure you're ready to go for the rest of this day and this night, and for tomorrow too. We appreciate you, Mokash. We appreciate you. Alrighty, let's get stuff put away. And then we'll let her have a nice day tomorrow. Alright. Some more fabric made too. I may have some nicks and scratches, but that's nothing compared to the hits that poor Mokash took, so we need to let her have a break. We'll catch up with Kestrel in a bit. But for now, we gotta make sure that we take a little time and let her rest. Put that poor donkey through way too much. Alright. And to bed we go. Uh-oh. Man, old Frederick is still sleeping. We'll have to come back. We'll come back and get him that little ragdoll. That toy has been in our family for a while. And now it'll be entertaining to not be turned into the pincushion ragdoll over time. Well, with our day today, oh, no wait, let's get this right. Oh darn, lost the arrow. Well, that's the end of the 2 arrows. It looks like it's time to go in the old-fashioned way. Oh dear. Interesting. Well, that was a funny landing, but also quite the shot. Gotta get used to the aim in there. Where do my fishies go? There we are. There we are. Oh dear, and it stayed on the bottom. That's interesting. I wonder if it's because of the update. There was an update done between the recording starting and the next day today. I'm curious about that. We'll get us a little bit of shore lunch here and wrap up this summer. A nice day. I'm guessing that our farmland is set. Yeah, look at that. We are nearly there. And with us being nearly there, that means we're about to have some very bored individuals in the fields. So we'll make sure we have something for them. Has Frederick got up yet? I do believe he is. There you are, buddy. Hey, dude. Hey, check it out. Brought you a present. Toy. You know it. Who's the best dad in the world? Oh, ouch. Go have fun, kid. Harsh. Harsh things said. Doesn't even realize it. Or maybe he does. Who knows? Alright, anyway. Onward we go. When we think about how much stuff we have, water and our demands for water. We are doing great on food. We are doing well on water. Ish. We're not really in a perfect spot for water. Wouldn't mind being in a better spot. Should move that back. I think I have a fun idea for the day. Just something to have a nice relaxing day, right? First off, we're gonna make some more buckets. And by the time we're done making these buckets, our field workers will probably be done. Set them off to another job. And then, just for fun, let's do some things around the place that'll just be nice to relax and just go about things. We've started out our Dyter quest. We'll get to him. We'll get to him soon enough. We don't have to worry about the Herald going anywhere because the Herald is going to have to stay here for a while. So, I figure let's just take a little time and enjoy making the village look nice. We should have some, we by now should have some berries. I don't know if we still have yellow. As in we have the onions still, to see about that. It'd be nice to maybe decorate up the place. And why not go out and about and gather some clay? We haven't done that in quite a while. And just for fun, we're going to make 24 buckets because, oh, of course, be overloaded. Just because it's a good number. There we go. Alrighty. Probably come back for that. Ooh. Ah, I see. I know why. Carrying everything. Oh gosh. That's the trick. Oh, interesting. They changed it so that when you drop things, they don't do the collisions anymore. Yeah, sure enough. That's a clever move. In the update, they must have done that. That's cool. Before, you had to be very cautious about how often you dropped certain things. It did turn into quite a mess, where if you dropped too many things at once, they would have a collision with one another, and you could get some things to do some very funny explosions across the environment. And it was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed doing that if I was wanting to see some craziness happen. But yeah, if you didn't want to, then you had to go cautiously and just take a few at a time. Well, darn, now I'm gonna miss that, but it's okay. We don't need to have that happening anymore. It of course does mean that wherever you're at, it just is going to plop it down. So now we have to do picking up in order to do our moving of things now. There we go. Yeah, see, look at that. Just pops it right there on the ground. Okay. Done. Nice. Now, we do have to put our armor in our stuff somewhere, though. Would be interesting to have kind of an armory set up, you know? Having like a little readiness area. I think that's got to happen in time. Ah, wait. Yeah, sure enough, we're basically there. So then let's take some of our peoples and let's do some changing. This one we want to keep in the field. It will be good to continue to have them working up there. We need zagooses. Let's see here. Let's get the farming shed going. Or the barn, sorry. Let me try real words. And there we have it. No unemployed people? Perfect. Now to find out what are we working on that needs to be done. Flour from oat grain. We can do that. Daub. What are we missing? I didn't buy that yet, but it would be worthwhile. Now we don't have oat, so that's fine to get rid of. Yeah, and I did all this threshing, so that's going to be done for us. It will be good to get those. I don't want to go too heavy on those. I don't want to go too heavy on this either. I believe this will go fast, which is a win. There we go. We just do that. We'll keep it simple. Yeah, we keep it simple. I think it would be nice to get another apiary. Oh, and you know what? It is a good idea to start considering our orchards that are going to go out front as well. This is going to be a busy day. And it's going to be busy in all the best ways, which is to say we're just going to focus on the stuff we want to get done around here. Okay. I was a little nervous. We were curious about what was going on with that poor person, but it's all good. Alright, and I do see some announcements going on. No resources. Ah, that means we're out of rot already. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, then it's just poo to poo. Make the poo into what we do. Ah, and I almost forgot about my key thing. Alright, I'm gonna make a little readiness area here. Goodness. Oh, darn it. Don't pick it up again. There we go. I will put some other items in here to make it even better. You know, the goal will be to put some baskets and things in here to make it more interesting to look at and actually make sense as well. But for now, we're just going to get ourselves a start on this. Oh, it's hard to want to get rid of my iron spear. It is my favorite weapon. Kind of want to walk around with the sword. There's that part of Racemir, and I'm sure a part of all of us in some sense, maybe, that it's just fun to have a sword and say, and just like practice with it. I mean, I still feel like a kid when I practice with mine. It is a lot of fun. But it's been a while since I've done official, like doing my sets and things like that, where I actually practice the proper forms and things like that. But it's always fun. It's of course betraying the fact that it's actually a weapon of war and the fact that it's not exactly in light fashion that we would use these things in the day. I think the spear will keep on hand. It's a more effective weapon for us. There we are, and then we can leave the sword behind. The sword we can come back for. That is a very Romanesque sword. Which makes sense, I suppose. Now, what do we have for shovels? I guess we'll just go and we'll break a few shovels. That's what we'll do. Okay. Let's go do some fun stuff here. And let's just have a nice calm day. Just a relaxing, fun day. Can you dig it? There's Mokosh. You should be resting, Mokosh. Go take a break. You've done enough over these last few days. Weeks, years, you name it. Oh, look, a log. There we are. You know how much I don't actually dig up clay? And it's, why not, you know? I want to take a break from all the busyness. And we're just going to gather clay. Just going to go get into the dirt. One of the things Racemir doesn't have a clue how to do is how to gather the correct clay for making pottery, and we're going to sit out here with our workers, and they're going to help us make sense out of it. And we're going to learn how to do this. And then maybe, in time, this can become a hobby that's entertaining and we can enjoy. And then we can throw the clay, make some bowls, and we can make some dyes. We can make this place look colorful. And if we find any fun treasures while we're at it, well then that's just fine too. Now, as I recall, our villagers, our friends here, taught us that part of the key is to look in the right area. Look in the right type of soil. You need something that's heavy in clay, but you also have to clean it a bit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't actually have any clue how you make good clay for throwing, so I'm not going to lie, that is just what it is. But I know that there are areas that have soil that is just absolutely dense in clay. Oh, look at that, we found a couple coins. There we go. Alright, well, we gathered up a bunch of little things, that's good. Tempting to go out and hunt some deer, but I don't know as we need to worry about that so much. I'm curious if we have people still drying stuff in here. Do we still have our hunters drying things? Ooh, we lost a fisherman. Oh yeah, duh, Roland. Don't listen to me. And then let's set her into here then, right? Because if we're going to have her fishing and it's not up high and the other building's busted down, let's just get there. Cool, we're doing okay here. We do need more salt, of course. That's okay. We'll get there. Alright, let's go back in here. We'll throw the clay. Uh-oh, he's traveling on his own now. Ooh boy. The two of them together is a dangerous duo. Getting into mischief every time. Nice to see things happening. Okay. Let's make some bowls. I just don't know if we can sit through 50 of them. Let's say we make 40. There we go. Alright, we'll make some bowls of clay, and then we'll go take and we'll get some berries, and we'll make some blue dye, and then, what else could we do? Let's see if... I had to write them down, of course. And I'm definitely thinking that we are not going to make money off of dyes, it turns out. As I look at the ingredients that it requires, that is not happening. Because the only one that can make you any money is black dye. And black dye, well, or dyes that are combinations of the dyes, and at that point you're not making cash off this. So black dye requires too much iron for it to be worthwhile, because iron is way better to be made into anything other than black dye. But that's not going to stop us from getting some black dye so we can paint stuff and color stuff. It's just not going to make us any money, unless it gets later on and we don't need iron so much. Nicola is messing around with things, and we will hear more. We'll have to travel there. I think in the autumn. We'll travel there next season, and we'll see what Nicola's up to. See if she's thought of anything clever for us. It's been nice and quiet this summer. It's been good not seeing bandits, other than our... Well, we mostly decent this time around. That's been our trick. It's been trying to survive them running into us and finding us out and about. Probably for the better that we gave them the slip, and that Mokash took a bit of a bruising, just so that we would take that moment to realize it's okay to slow down. It's okay for Mokash to slow down too. We take that poor donkey all over the darn place. Next thing we could think about doing, we could think about making some breads. Might be nice to just have some good smelling things being made around the area. And it does get me thinking that at some point, one of our burgages could easily be a bakery, and that would be fantastic. We are a little ways away from being at a spot where we can have a windmill, so us using a kern to get flour is old-fashioned and a little longer time period, and harder to do, but still good. Once we get a windmill, we'll truly be at the peak and pinnacle of our farming capacity. There we go. Now we have some bowls. You know, I'm gonna need that storage back over there if I want to make this happen. So maybe what we can do is we need, wow, this guy. Maybe we'll take some berries. Get rid of that one. Take our bad buckets. How's that? We'll take our rough buckets. And then, what else do we need? We need berries. We need... Oh yeah, red is clay. Do we have any onions left? Do have onions. Ooh, and they're great, actually. That's kind of a bummer. I don't want to ruin these. Oh, we're gonna have trouble carrying stuff, so... and I am carrying too much stuff. I'm not kidding. There we go. It would be nice to have some of these things in here. Make this thing look more like there's actually logs in here. Oh geez, all the traps. Not happening. Nice. Oh, look at that, we got ourselves down to one shovel. Well, now the water skins, I keep ending up with extras because of filling the water bottle up. Nice. I'm looking forward to making something interesting in here once we unlock our... Once we unlock the piers. We'll do the open pier. I think those tend to look really good. Get rid of 1, 2. We don't need to be carrying around these things all the time. And there we have it. Now we are somewhere better. Ha. Okay. Not bad. Let's go make us some dye. This area still needs so much more work. We'll get there though. Oh, I thought I saw a crow up there. Aw. Uh-oh, Roland's gonna be very entertained by us. What's up, guy?
Will it take long?
I mean, you know, it will. I'm sorry. It just will. Alright. Gotta pay money to make money. I'm kidding. It's not a thing. Not in this game. Well, I mean, I guess in this game, somewhat. we're not gonna make money off of making dye. There's just no way. Yellow dye and red dye, yeah. Okay, and then we'll do some yellow dye. Mash it up good. There we are. I mean, oh, but I didn't bring any clay. Because I do want the red, though. That's true. I do want the red. Orange is good, too. Oh. The cat is saying hi. I do want the red. I mean, I do. I really do. I do want black. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get some more clay. Oh, hi, cat. Like, human, what are you doing? Human, you should be petting me. Oh, these are gonna be fun. It'll be nice to have these things unlocked too. Nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely be enjoying a lot of this. Oh my goodness, yeah, we definitely need to start customizing places. Perfect. Oh, there's a cat butt in the way. And now you gotta go get some clay. And the cat is standing right in the way of the screen. It's really entertaining. You cannot see through cat body. She is very much saying, hey, you should be paying attention to me, by the way, just so you know. Okay, now let's get out of here. Oh, I got overloaded. See, sorry, I couldn't see that. Alright, temporary rule. Cat break. Cat allows us to do this run with one try. Aw, it's a little one. So many families here, and so many of those families are growing so well. Roll in. Come on, man. Like, hey man, it's you. You're the problem, sir. You're the one getting in my way. I'm just trying to do my job. And it's true. Sorry, Roland. There we go. Now this one's gotta happen, because I do love me some violet. Oh, of course it costs a lot. Or whatever. But it is. We're not gonna stress it. We'll make the money back. We'll get there. Green dye. Oh, there goes all my money. Oh, do we just go broken here? No. Nah, we're good. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's get it.
Oh.
Alright, there we have it.
One day, carpenters will be the most recognized craftsmen in the world.
Oh, you're already there. Don't you worry about it. You are doing the most important job we've got. No question in my mind. Okay, there we go. Drink it up. Make sure we're good to go. We can make more dye later. But for now, let's just get rid of these things here. Okay. Oh, I was going to put the clay bowls in there, but I don't really want to do that, because that's going to turn into me not having the bowls in a spot where I really need them. There we go. Boom. Nice. Now we're in a good spot. All right. Now.
How are all those candles lighting up by themselves?
Yeah, good question, actually. Oh, that's right. We have a lot of other things we can do. Now, what's this? Hey, a readiness station. Wasn't I just talking about that a moment ago? That's really cool. We are definitely gonna have to add that. Oh, and it's not that expensive either. Now I'm spend happy, aren't I? Oh, jeez. We don't have one of these yet? Are you kidding? This is kind of a fun thing to have in a village. Where would we want them to circle around? Where would we want them to be? Probably draw them away from our fields. Could be good up here. We want them up this way. Have them come by the trees over here. We can take on the pests from this area. Nice to have them here so they can come by, eat the pests off the trees, while not taking out most of our things that we need living, right? There we are. Nice. Ooh, look at that. We can get a nice blue shirt. Okay. Now, as I recall, let's see what we can do about this one. Let's get ourselves going here, because this is another one of those major things that we want to have done. I was talking before. Where are we at? This is our east. That's our southern facing. So then I would actually want them on this hill if I want to do this right. We want the most sun on them all day long. We want south facing. At least in this hemisphere. Oops. There we are. There we go. Then we'll also do another. Good thing about hops is they grow in quite any situation. They are almost a weed when it comes down to it for how hardy they are. They can handle any condition, they grow anywhere, and if you want to try to kill them, it takes work. So they are a great plant to grow in rough terrain. This will be just fine, and they will do very well here. Thank you very much. It is okay for them to be in this kind of a space. Now, we were planning on having the tavern here, so that'll be good. This house and the tavern, regardless of how we end up with it going, it's either here or there. Hops in the background are going to be good. Just need a hoe to be able to work through those. And I do like the idea of finishing up our wall just a bit. Are you going to walk all the way around this? Okay. It'll be interesting. The wall over here is going to be awful big. I don't know if that's going to be the right move or if it's going to look right to have a wall that substantial around this town. Usually city walls are a big deal, and major cities do have substantially large walls. Just don't want it to be too big that it looks silly at some point. Let's get this started. I'm going to need one of my hoes. Ooh, you know what we could do too? This is how distractibility looks. To leave a gate here somewhere. Can't have all of this just go straight in. Ah, boo! Haha. There we go. We will need some walkways in. see what we get to here. I'm trying to finish up this fencing with whatever amount of stone we have. We've been waiting on this for a while. And part of this is trying to get ourselves to a point where we have fields protected, right? We don't want our wheat to be eaten right after we get it planted. Get a nice recharge here, and then what we'll do is go through this way, and then we'll finish this little wall up and grab the hoe, so that as we go back in, we can till that land. Hawks in this area, or the eagle, this will be a good spot for us not to worry as much about other birds. They can keep patrolling in this area. We'll try to encourage it too by putting a dovecote up at the top, just to encourage the littler birds to keep showing up so that the predator hawk and eagle keep showing up around here and protect this zone. There we go, and that was always meant to be an area that we could have a gate. Good thing they gathered up all this stone. My goodness, I've been waiting a while on it. It takes a while to get enough stone to do this kind of a project. Now, for now, simple gate. Ooh, we might run into a slight bit of trouble. Interesting that it was we were able to build our fence, our fence, but not our gate. Interesting. Obstack lays in their build site. That's a thing. There we go. Obstack lays. We can deal with obstack lays. No, we can't deal with obstack lays. Okay. Then this will take a little correction. There we are. There we are. Now, does that make it so it ruins the illusion that we have here? Maybe, maybe not. There we go. There we go. We'll finish this little bit up, and then let's get that fence in there and we'll be set. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I wonder if it'll let me move this. Of course not. That's what it is. Shoot, that's too bad. There we are. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Alrighty. With that, let's see. We'll finish up this little bit here. And then be set to go. It is getting late in this day. Late in this season. And we do want to be sure we get ourselves wrapping this up. I hope that everything goes well for you in the situations that you find yourself in. that you have luck that is always on your side, and that you have a chance to relax and just be in your own space, or relax with whatever it is that you prefer to relax with. And that you have a great end of the week, or start of the week, or wherever you happen to meet this video. I hope that things go well for you, and that you enjoy your time, and that time is enjoyable for you. There we go. Oh. Aha, we just need to be that far away. Look at that mega reach. Boom. Perfect. Now, with that being the case, we of course need to be mindful of how far away we are here too. Oh, I thought I was going to get the field with that one. Oh, that would be such a bummer, wouldn't it? End up smacking the fence and breaking it down. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Perfect. That'll be good enough. Not perfect, but good enough for what we're doing. Okay. Oh dear. There we go. Right at the edge of the circle. Let's see here. Are we going to be able to get away with this? No. That's it. Okay. Did we finish the fence? No. Did we get close? Of course. Alright, now autumn will be a fine time for us to plant. Whoa, that's a dangerous thing. It's only a wooden hoe. I guess I must have left the bronze one back in the bin. Alright. Well, it did get us a chance to finish up that field, and I'm happy for that. Next season, we need to be ready to go. Ooh, it's getting late. We don't want to have our character stuck in a bad way for this. So let's go put some things away. So, we'll get to using the dyes next time. But we have them ready for us. And the fence is closer. There it is. You'd think I would have noticed it when I walked by. It'll be alright. Beautiful. Wolves not too far away, huh? Beautiful night and a nice walk back. Just a quiet walk through this wooded area and to look at where we are at, what we have. Perfect place. We'll build bigger homes for those people. That's going to be another step too. It would be really nice. Yeah, it would be nice to have this. We'll do that next time. Keep spending money though, right? Take care, y'all. See you next time.